I have about 35,000 photos in my phone's camera roll, and that's not an exaggeration. Here's a screenshot. I've maxed out YouTube's default watch later playlist size twice, and I have more than 500 tabs open at any given time on my phone. It's safe to say I'm a digital hoarder, or rather I was, but I realized something recently. And if that experience is at all relatable to you, maybe not to the same extent, you probably need to hear this too. For some people, 35,000 photos might seem like not that much, and for some other people, it might seem like an absurd number that someone could never reach, but it's all relative. And I don't know where you fall on that, but regardless, if you click this video, you should probably cut back on how many photos you're taking. I realized that when I save something to watch it later, even if I do end up actually following through and watching it, it's probably harming me more than I realized. When I made my first ever YouTube account when I was probably 13, I went around saving every single video that I thought I would like, and I felt so excited to watch all of them, but I never ended up following through on that. When I got my first phone, I would screenshot every meme or text conversation I felt was funny, but I only looked back at them once or twice. And what I didn't know at the time was, while I was so preoccupied with saving the moment for later, I didn't actually pay attention to my feelings in the moment or how much I actually cared about it. The things I was filling up my camera roll with and saving wasn't actually benefiting me in the moment or even in the long term. It was just using up my mental bandwidth, and it was causing me difficulty to focus on anything else. I learned about something in my psychology class where, in simple terms, anytime you start a task, your brain allocates a certain number of resources that it keeps open like a tab in your Chrome browser. It wants to finish things, so when you walk away from something halfway done, or if you save something that you intend to watch later, you'll remember it, and you might think that's good. You might think that that's helpful and you'll end up watching it later, but what actually ends up happening most of the time, at least for me, is that all these things that you're saving are actually polluting your ability to think clearly, and it's overloading your brain with things that it doesn't need. If you put it in computer terms, it's like if you didn't have enough RAM and you're trying to load new things while you haven't dealt with the old things. Even if you forget about the task that you were going to complete, your brain still has that mental resource allocated, and it won't go away, at least not for a while. What it meant for me was that I was putting away all these videos, fully intending to watch them later, but all it ended up doing was making me not be able to think clearly later on. I wasn't aware of what was causing me these issues. I just knew that I couldn't focus on anything, and I couldn't follow through on new things that I wanted to watch because there were so many things that I still needed to do. Nowadays, I'm someone who's become hyper aware of any unfinished business that I have. If you've ever been in debt, or even if you've said something wrong in a conversation to someone and you haven't gotten a chance to clarify or re-explain yourself, you know the feeling that I'm talking about. It's that kind of nagging in the back of your head that doesn't go away when you stop, doesn't go away after the conversation. A lot of times people will do something embarrassing and then they'll be thinking about it for the rest of the day. That feeling eats away at you, and even if it does fade over time, still have that nagging feeling that you're forgetting something, and you'll still not be able to think straight. And nowadays I've become hyper aware of everything that I haven't done yet and everything that I've started and not been able to finish. It's honestly hard for me now to save things that I'm not going to watch immediately, just because I know that if I don't watch them now, I'll be thinking about them and I won't be able to focus on whatever else I'm doing. This isn't even limited to personal things like YouTube videos or memes, though. I think people nowadays are so obsessed with capturing a moment or having it recorded in some way on their phone that they don't end up living in it and they don't make that memory for themselves. When I know that I have something saved, I won't bother remembering it, and I'll have to check to know what it is. I know so many people that have gone to concerts and they wouldn't be able to tell you what type of outfit the artist was wearing without checking the video they took. It's honestly crazy how so much emphasis is put on capturing the moment when people aren't even actually remembering them. I don't think we need to have every concert be a sea of phones basically recording the exact same video. And these people that are taking the videos, they're going to show it to one friend, maybe a couple family members, watch it 2 times and then never again. It's such a waste of digital space and mental space that you could be using for so many other things. I actually got a new phone recently, and I didn't transfer my whole camera roll. I decided I was going to put an end to my hoarding. I decided I was going to pick less than 100 photos just of the things that are important to me, my friends, my family, a couple key memories, but that was it. And those are the only things I transferred. Everything else is on the old phone, waiting to have the battery die on them and then be lost. And I think that's okay, because those photos and videos weren't the memories themselves. Me deleting them might mean that the memories might become a little bit hazy, but that just serves as a reminder to stay in the moment now. When I think about the future, the fewer photos I have, the more I'll remember each thing. I want to try to be more present. I want to live in the moment that I'm in. I want to watch the thing that's going on in front of me unfold instead of watching it through a phone screen. I hope that you all can do the same. Live in the moment. I'm carrying that logic through my YouTube habits too. If I want to watch a video, I watch it. I don't have a watch later playlist anymore. And if it's really important, I write it down on paper. But no more 1,000 screenshot folder for me. I think that's not the way to live. Thanks again, everyone, for watching. I had a couple people in the last video ask what mic I was using, so I put all that info in the description for anyone who wants to know. It's still crazy to me that anyone wants to watch these videos, so I thank every single one of you, especially my 11 subscribers that I currently have. If you want to join the currently very exclusive club, feel free to subscribe, like and comment if you like, and if you have a comment, dislike if you dislike the video, and let me know if there are any topics you want me to cover in a future video. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and thanks again so much for watching.